Hello and good evening, Speed Gaming, and welcome to a round 3 match in the Zelda 1 Randomizer 2022 tournament between Kingdoll, Redbird Grad, Mr. Dunlow, and Elendar. This is just Andy coming at ya with my comms partner today of Bogey Smalls. Bogey, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I am doing wonderful. I'm looking forward to apparently a battle to the death for our runners. So this should be pretty fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. Got an important race here. We got 4 great skilled runners between Elendar, Redbird Grad, King Doll, and Mr. Dunlow as the runners are starting off here.
That starting spot, oh, that's not going to be fun for your overworld deaths.
Yeah, I would say in terms of the easy start screen spots, that is the least of the easy.
So we'll see where our runners go first. Of course, everybody's got to get into this dead woods area.
Yeah, we see Mr. Dunlow looking like he's going to go towards the grave as Redbird Grad picks up a wood sword, and Elendar does it as well at the level 3 spot.
Man, that's obviously lucky for those 3 runners and sad for Dunlow, who sadly went the wrong way.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a bad play by Dunlow in terms of you'll probably check the the vanilla level 6 spot. You'll check the Armos spot, one of the caves there. Dunlow would probably then wrap around to the rare shop Armos. So we'll see what Dunlow finds on his way.
Yeah, we never know. The Armos item up here could be our actual item and be something good.
Yeah, and there's some good prices on King Doll's side. So 61 for keys, 63 for candle. And Redbird Grad gonna find his candle.
That's nice not to have to purchase one, and it's the bow as our Armos item. Nice.
Nice, the D. So yeah, Mr. Dunlow getting rewarded for checking the vanilla power bracelet spot with his bow. It's a good find early.
And level 3 on RBG's side. Now, ooh, blue Wizzies, but this could be an item? It's a segmented 3.
And we have some beefy keys as well. I don't know if you saw him try to stab through one of those keys. Did not die right away, so not fun to deal with when you're on the wood sword.
Kingdoll bombs that one screen right of start, finds a heart, and I'm guessing he'll quickly get his sword.
Yeah, so King Doll opting to take the heart there at the Take Any. Can't remember if he saw the shop where the candle was, but he'll be happy to find that the candle is just a mere 63 once he finds it.
I want to say there was a shop at Vanilla 6.
Yeah, so here's the candle, 63. Might see a key purchase as well. Not sure. Not right now, I guess, but keys do seem to be a problem for runners in these seeds. So you may see some key purchases eventually as Mr. Dunlow gets his sword. So all 4 runners well equipped with their swords. And Redbird Grad finds the map to level 3. As you said, it was segmented. Not a big level 3, but that one section in the second E column, a little bit trolly in terms of just a straight set of rooms there.
It's interesting. I feel like I've seen a lot of level 1, 2, and 3 maps that have been very squished, I guess I'll call them. Very wide, but not quite so tall.
And with that level 3 being segmented, it kind of can tell you that maybe some of the other levels may be segmented as well.
Mr. Dunlow buys that candle.
And chat
and
noting
level
that
1.
Yeah, good find, level 1 early. Chat noting that bombs are also cheap at 14.
And level 3 does do a troll and places the Triforce in that segment. Always fun.
Ooh, Redbird getting the I think he got the triple.
It was, yeah.
That's a very nice bomb there by RBG. And King Doll finding the raft in the stair in level 1. You know, raft not the sexiest of the overworld block items, but it will unlock 2 potential overworld block spots between the raft island, where vanilla level 4 is, and the coast heart.
Yeah, and it's definitely nice to get that early so you can route those places in easier.
Absolutely. RBG getting into his Triforce in level 3. First of our runners to get on the board.
5-minute Triforce, pretty darn good.
And so Redbird opting to go right back in, looking for that item in level 3 as King Doll is using his raft. And we'll see if we have an overworld block. We do. It is level 7.
Oh boy, everyone loves a good level 7. Oh, but you definitely need bombs to get in here. The pirouette does not work. Ooh, that's a map.
Yeah, so those 2 rooms right there, sort of in that lower southeast corner, makes for a lot of linear progression, and I would imagine that progress along the way, as Redbird finds his book in level 3, progress may get blocked because there is 1 set of stairs in level 7, so usually you end up seeing some sort of segment, even if the rooms are contiguous.
Yeah, and Mr. Dunlow also picked that book up out of 3, and that's going to be really, really nice for these runners to get those maps upon entering every single dungeon.
And over on Elendar's side, we have level 2.
I wonder what our floor item will be today.
So yeah, one of the nice things early about this seed is, you know, we found the 3 smaller dungeons, obviously level 7, while it's level 7 is at least one of the overworld blocked levels in this seed. So one of the rules in this flag set is forced overworld block, meaning that either at least one of levels 1 through 9 or the white sword item could be blocked by either the power bracelet, the raft, or the recorder, your favorite item. And so with King Doll finding the raft in level 3, or level 1, I'm sorry, and then finding level 7, they've at least found one of the levels. There could be more, but there may not be.
Floor item in 2 was the white sword, also a great early find for Elendar.
Yeah, so you have information in level 3, you have, you know, your overworld item in level 1, combat upgrade in level 2, some good finds here with the bow as the Armos item.
This could be, I'm saying it early, it could be a relatively fast seed.
I think if they find the any key anytime soon, absolutely.
That is true. Keys, like you said, bit of an issue this tournament.
Although keys are relatively cheap, I think they were 61, something like that, and the large secret was pretty nice. As Redbird Grad will get his 5th heart, so Dunlow and Redbird up to 5 hearts each, along with King Doll. So 36, also the mid-secret. Very, very decent mid-secret.
Yeah, the seed is being pretty nice so far. I do wonder what that white sword item is, and if it will be accessible at those 5 hearts.
So Elendar finds some take any's. One of them brings you up to Death Mountain, which is a nice spot to just check that cave west of Vanilla 9.
Well, Fun's now taking, he picks up that 6th heart, so he's guaranteed the white sword item whenever we find it. If we find it. Elmo's gonna try out level 7 and see what we can find here.
So you got a decent take any here, bringing you to vanilla level 2 as King Doll finds level 9. So level 9 just east of the vanilla Armos.
It was north of the Armos, wasn't
it? Maybe.
It was the bomb hole one. One screen to the right of where
Yeah.
King Doll is right now, yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, and that's nice. A bomb shop right next to level 9.
Yeah, just going back to this being kind of a rich seed. All of our runners currently sitting well over 100 rupees each. Redbird now getting a 212. So far, early money not an issue for any runner. As we have level 5 over on Elendar's side.
Did not see the location of that one, but that is a nasty set of enemies.
I believe it was the Armos 30. I'll be curious if Elendar tries to Kanana in this room. Doesn't, but gets rewarded with a key. Redbird getting his raft out of level 1.
Oof, and a death on Death Mountain for King Doll. It does look like Dunlo got a different route in 7. We're seeing some rooms that we have not yet seen.
And so we have an opportunity to see what level 1 looks like when King Doll was in here before. I don't know that he had found the map, but Redbird with the book. Able to give us a glimpse at what level 1 looks like.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what the white sword, or not the white sword, the floor item is in level 1.
And we did not see that one yet. So each of our runners in a different odd-numbered dungeon.
And this is the harder part about doing the 4-person comms, is when every single person is in a different dungeon. It's who the heck do you look at?
Right. I'm kind of looking right in the middle of the screen, seeing.
It tests your peripheral vision, right?
That's right. I saw Elendar saw Ganon's room, so Ganon will not be in his room this evening. You got you got a nasty room here for King Doll with all these blue Lionels shooting projectiles. Got a good, 7 of them right there?
Yeah, that's not fun, especially with the lag.
So Elendar got his Triforce at a level 5. So this is game 3 between these 4 runners. Elendar, actually, each runner finished the same place, 4, 3, 2, 1. So Elendar won both race 1 and race 2. Redbird finished in 2nd, both races. King Doll finished in 3rd in both races, and Mr. Dunlo finished 4th. So Elendar with the 2 victories is assured a spot in the next round. Redbird Grad in the driver's seat with 6 points. As long as he finishes no less than 2 spots behind King Doll, he would advance.
You can do all the math tonight, Bogey. I'm good with that.
I'll do all the math. So yeah, Redbird 2 points ahead of King Doll. We are using Mario Kart style points. So if Redbird were to finish in third, that would give him 8. King Doll would have to win to at least be able to tie Redbird Grad, and then there's a tiebreaker of time across the 3 races. I don't have
keep
the
my eye
times
on
in front of me.
RBG's screen right now, just because I wonder if this is the room with a drop in it.
So this is a floor heart. It may not be the floor heart until we see a second drop in here.
And this room is the Triforce room, so it won't be in here. But there also was that one all-blue dark nut room that I think both runners that have seen one have skipped, so it could be there.
Yeah, so this would be a good room to clip into the river. We may see Redbird do it, but oh, he's almost got it. It's tough when you have a blue dark. There you go. So Redbird's just gonna sit here, camp out in the river. So that's essentially the same trick as a block clip, clipping into the river here. So
I
he's
never
able
knew you could do that.
There you go.
You learn new things every match.
Yep. So it's a nice strategy here, especially with all those bubbles that are so pesky on the floor. And then you saw him take out the Pole's voice first, because the Pole's voice could actually get him while he's in the river. So it's a little bit of a slower play, but at the same time, you could say that it's a little bit of a quicker play, because he's not taking bops from the bubble. You don't die, and you don't take bops from the bubble either. So Redbird gets his Triforce out of level 1. I would expect you to see him go back in, but maybe not. He may have seen some sort of block, or maybe key blocked, potentially. So no floor item yet for us here.
Yeah, and this white sword on Elendar's side is really paying out dividends, able to cut through some of those bunnies like they were butter.
Absolutely.
Nothing good at the grave.
So Mr. Dunlow up to 8 hearts already.
Yeah, he's racking those up.
I see Shaddy in chat. Shaddy's getting excited about potential Mags hype.
Only problem with that is we have not yet seen Mags.
We have not seen the Mags, this is true.
Oh, did you see that level 9 map? That's very blocky on the bottom and very left-hand concentrated on the top.
That's right. So Redbird Grad digging his favorite level 7.
He's happy to see that, and just to make sure everybody knows, Redbird does run with red sprites. He does not have the red ring.
At least not at this juncture. So yeah, we might see Elendar try to clip into the blocks here. Doing a good job taking out the blues.
Yeah, I think these rolled down. They might be going down with 2 white sword swings? Or maybe 3?
I think it's 3. It might be 5 or 6 hit points. So King Doll picks up a blue ring. I just heard the rupees just decrementing.
Second down.
Like something's happening over there.
Apparently your Echo does not know the answer to who purchased the blue ring.
That's right. She doesn't know that.
Should we ask her who will win this match?
I don't know that one. Alright, so King Doll back in level 1. Did not pick up the Triforce. I think probably saw that same room that Redbird did clear for the Triforce. Doesn't actually have the... he does have the book out of level 3, so... doesn't have the compass yet, so doesn't necessarily know where the Triforce is in level 1.
Yes, maybe we'll see the down part of this. I think if we keep going down, that's where the floor item has to be one of those rooms below this key door. That's all we haven't seen, besides that one all-blue Darknut room that wasn't killed.
So I'm not exactly sure why Elendar had up aid, but he's going to have to go through this room again. This time you see him block clipping into the block. You know, similar tactic that Redbird used to get the Triforce out of level 1. Yes, just slightly different in terms of clipping into a block versus the river.
No shame in the clip game, especially with those enemies.
Especially when you have 3 hearts.
Yeah, the perma beams is quite nice. Dunlop with a push block in 6. Could this be? It's an item. The ladder.
Ooh, the ladder, big find. I don't think we've seen the ladder item yet.
No, we have not seen anything on the coast yet.
We have not seen anything. So yeah, big find there. Ladder is just one of those items, not always required, usually is, but you know, similar to the any key, can just make your routing in dungeons in particular just so much easier to deal with.
The heavy quality of life update.
Absolutely. So Redbird finding a compass on the floor in level 7. Yeah, like the room Mr. Dunlow's in right now, for example, often has a drop more than not. And so he's just able to use that ladder, but decides, you know what, I'm not going to deal with this room right now. So Redbird has the compass in 7, knows where he needs to at least head for the Triforce. I don't know if he's blocked to get down to that bottom part, or if he's just looking for...
He's searching for the item, because there's not a ton of rooms left that he hasn't seen.
Yeah, most of them are down in that bottom corner, and you know, it's one of those plays. Do you head right for the Triforce, knowing that that's the direction you're going to have to go anyways, or since you're up here and you only have a couple rooms left, do you clear out the remainder of those rooms? Redbird decided to clear out the remainder of those rooms. He chat saying that he does need a transport to get there, so makes sense that he would dig up here for the transport. One room north of his Triforce. Easy, he's on half a heart, but should be able to get through this room if he can just use a combination of bombs, and you may see him clip into the block as well.
Meanwhile, Mr. Dunlow is not only racking up the hearts, but racking up the keys, already at 6 keys. In fact, both RBG and Elendar have 5 keys, so Steve's being pretty friendly tonight.
And this maybe that's a stair there. This is Redbird's item. In 7, it's the power bracelet.
Ooh, once again, a nice find early. Almost
he's got to watch out
by a keys.
Yeah, he's got to watch out there. He's on half a heart. Doesn't want to get bopped. So power bracelet is a huge find. So out of the 3 overworld block items, so you have the raft, power bracelet, and recorder. Power bracelet's the best of the 3 in terms of unlocking 4 of the 7 spots that those 3 items block. But I do love recorder, not only for the memes, but because it does aid in transport. It allows you to treat dungeons more in a go mode sense. So Redbird doing a great job there in level 7, getting the power bracelet.
Kick you out of the comm booth if you like the recorder bogey.
Yeah, King Dal picks up the upgraded Bauer hockey stick off the floor in level 1. I was like, what is on the floor here for King Dal? But King Dal playing as the NES ice hockey sprites. One of my favorite sprite sets here. Just very well done.
It's fun to see into the sword, the hockey stick poke out, just like, whoa! I imagine instead of a straight stab with the sword, it's pulling the hockey stick over your head and just wailing on the enemies.
So I'll be curious now. I guess Redbird's leaving level 1 alone. But we still haven't seen the floor item in level 1. King Doll grabs his Triforce out of level 2. A hockey link. That's a good one. I don't think Mr. Dunlow... So level 6 was up here in the northwest, correct? So yeah, I guess Mr. Dunlow hasn't yet made his way over to the ladder spot. I'm really curious what our coast item is.
I want to say, have we seen everything but 4 and 8, or have we seen 4?
We have seen 4. We have not seen level 8.
So that's the only level remaining then that we have not found. Well, behind a bomb on the coast is the blue banana. King Doll said a big nope to that.
Understandable. It's arguably a piece of trash. So Redbird finding his take any's as Elendar digs this level 3. Mr. Dunlow going to find that he may not be able to avoid. Oh no. We got the coast heart is the coast heart. Or the ladder heart is the ladder heart. So is this even randomized? Come on.
So with that, Dunlow has 10 hearts, which means we can fully now say Mag's height, if we can find Mags.
Yeah, so the way Magical Sword works in Zelda 1 Randomizer, 10 to 14 hearts are required, so Mr. Dunlow has a 20% chance of picking up his Magical Sword. I don't know if he got Slamooed or...
Not Slamooed, and I have just the that.
So yeah, if Mr. Dunlow can find the Magical Sword, it's a 20% chance of being able to pick it up. So yeah, level 8, as you mentioned, is the only level we haven't seen here. I don't know that any of our runners have made it up into the northeast, so between that and then the Vanilla 5 spot and the Waterfall and White Sword spots, I'm guessing that level 8 will be somewhere in that vicinity.
Or we could always hope that it's under Recorder Lake.
That's true.
I would be fully okay with that.
Or it could be Power Bracelet block. That would be good too, but yeah. It would be good to see another blocked dungeon.
Well, there's Mags, or I guess whatever the 3rd level of hockey stick is.
All right, so Redbird going to check the other coast, the other raft spot, which I don't remember what it was, but it wasn't much of anything, if I recall.
Shop? Nope, just a wham. How dare you raft across my water and enter my open door? I'm charging you for that.
So Mr. Dunlow picks up his 11th heart. Now has a 40% chance of getting Mags. So Elendar picked up the book out of level 3. All of our runners have the same information now from a maps perspective. As Redbird finds level 5.
Alright, we're going to hopefully get a Mags check here from Dunlow. Will it be 11 hearts?
And
Oh, whoops. Wrong spot. Oh, he grabbed the boomerang!
He did grab the boomerang. Fury would be ecstatic. Yeah, I don't recall where Mags was. I thought it was around here somewhere.
Yeah, it was that, the cave underneath that one Armos tube.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know the actual name for it. Is one of the Forest Armos items below that.
Yeah, I think in Vanilla it's a shop of some sort. I forget which shop it is, but... Cave northeast of first quest level 8 is the
Yeah, that one.
technical term, I guess.
We do have an Elendar in level 1 now, so I wonder if we will finally find out what our level 1 floor item is, because it could be our silvers, which would be really nice.
Yeah, so Elendar actually doesn't have the bow, so if it were silvers, it'd be interesting because Elendar wouldn't be able to actually make use of them quite yet. So Redbird's starting to check some of the power bracelet spots. Spot up to the northeast warp is nothing. At least not level 8.
If we need that.
Cheap key, but it is not level 8.
Oh gosh, I gotta love on Mr. Dunlow's side the Link sprites. Those are fun.
Oh, here's level 8. In the northeast. The letter cave.
Awesome, we now know where everything is in this seed.
Yeah, so level 7 is our overworld blocked dungeon. Everything else accessible to all the runners. Elendar picks up level 1's Triforce. Mr. Dunlow level 2, King Dawn level 6. Redbird still exploring. Level 8 isn't really that easy of a dungeon to get to. There's the Take Any that brings you to Vanilla 2. But he's going to dive into level 4 here.
Yep, and nobody really has explored 4 much, so...
Yeah.
Now this from an Elendar side, this is the one that nobody's cleared yet either.
Yeah, so Elendar's got the blue ring and a white sword, so this is going to be a little bit easier. And beams. Had beams.
You said that. Cursed!
Yeah. But yeah, just
Elendar.
yeah, I would actually potentially try to save. Oh, or you could block clip, or you could save the room. Either way, but yeah, King Doll grabbing his ladder out at level 6, big find. Again, I don't know that we've seen anything that requires it yet, but always good to have. All you need is that Chevy room holding Zelda to
Oh gosh, yes.
make the required.
I don't think Cantaloupe Me will ever forgive Shaddy and I for that from the first race I think we called.
So that room didn't actually do anything for Elendar, but it did open the room to the west of here, but it's going to be the old man. He's dead, Jim.
So of course this means the very last room that we'll see will have this floor item in one.
Good news is there's a Moldorm here, so pretty easy room to clear, especially with the white sword. All right, let's see what we got. Oh! Get your cat jams out in chat. We got a recorder on the floor in level 1.
Officially rooting for Elendar since they're the only ones that dug out the recorder.
Yeah, so the trick there was to use the key to get to that southernmost room in level 1.
Now I'm just hoping for a Dig Dogger blocked everything from now on.
Yeah, we haven't seen any. I don't think we've seen any Dig Doggers, or at least I have not noticed any.
You know what else we haven't seen, I don't believe? Patras.
We haven't seen Patras. We have seen some Gleox.
We've seen
Definitely a lot of
Gomas.
Dodongo.
I don't think we've seen Aquamentus either.
Yeah, I've not seen Aqua Menace, and I haven't seen any Rupee bosses.
Best boss ever.
Best boss. So yeah, Elendar has the 2 items out of level 1, goes back to level 2, has not gotten the Triforce out of here. That's why Elendar's back here. Good bomb force.
Doing that on half a heart too. Woo.
Yeah. Gets the Triforce out of level 2, bringing Elendar up to 4 Triforce total. Chat
Dunlo
noting
picks up the level 5 Triforce as well.
Chat noting they want to see a Hot Dogger.
Is that like the antithesis to Cat Jam?
or Dig Dogger.
Oof. We got some expensive Coke tonight. $39 and $79 are prices on our potions.
So Redbird just needs a couple more hits on these blues, making his way up through level 4. Heart on the floor. This Gleeok is required. Redbird out of bomb, so can't just bomb to the east here. And King Doll looking for the Triforce in 6, has his ladder. Meanwhile, Mr. Dunlo joining Redbird in level 4. Both of the runners in level 4 with their wood swords, so Mr. Dunlo actually noping out of level 4 for the moment.
Oh, ouch. RBG takes a death that last fireball there on Gleeok. But either 4, 5, or 8 has to be dug, because one of those dungeons will contain our silver arrows.
They could be in level 9.
Oh, duh. That's right.
Which is a thought I always have while running a seed. I'm like, oh, the silvers have to be in one of these 3 dungeons, and I'm like, nope. Or they could be, those could be in level 9. Yeah, so Redbird knows that level 4 and 8 are up here in the northeast, so I don't know what dungeon he hasn't seen, but I guess level 6? So might be searching for that.
Ooh, the any key in 8. That's one of our items. Wonderful find.
I just have a question. Is this even randomized?
Fred! Get your friends in chat.
Any key's a great find. Arguably the most key item in the game.
Oh, boo! What is this? A Fear on Burgundy comm stream? And by the way, Boogie, you know what we did neglect to mention? We neglected to mention our amazing tracker in the background, Imagine Sleep, doing all the hard work and clicking all the buttons and making sure that their eyes are following all 4 screens at once. So thanks so much, Imagine Sleep, for tracking for us tonight.
Yeah, let's get your GGs out in chat for Imagine Sleep. Doing the work of the people. Keeping us in check.
I don't think we've seen a meat block yet in any of our dungeons. Is that correct?
Yeah, no meat block thus far.
Meat block Zelda?
That would be nice. Alright, so Redbird going back into level 1. Stocked up on bombs.
I want to know what this item is.
Yeah, he'll be happy to find his recorder here. question is if he clears this room or just opts for the key door right away. Yeah, he's going. Oh, he's going key. Yeah.
We know that's the smart move.
Yeah, that's the right play here. You know, you have 5 keys. You gotta just power through it. So yeah, he picks up his recorder. Probably very happy to find that.
So we currently have level 6, level 8. So now we just need somebody in 2 and somebody in 4 to complete the even dungeon trifecta, like we had the odd trifecta earlier.
Yeah, so now our runners, a lot of them getting into Mag's territory. Mr. Dunlow up to 12 hearts. King Doll just picked up his 10th heart. RBG at 9. Elendar deciding that 5 hearts is just fine.
Yeah, that's not quite a disparity, hey?
It's an effective 10 hearts with the blue ring, but you know, King Doll with his blue ring has essentially 20 hearts.
Yeah, and Doll the first one to buy some wooden arrows and some meat. Hedging the bets on a potential Goma block somewhere in the future and having no silvers.
Yeah, I like the meat play. I like the wood arrow play. You have the bow, might as well get the arrows to go along with it. Money's been no issue as King Doll finds that 10 hearts not enough to pick up Mags tonight.
Womp, womp, womp.
That would have been a pretty nice upgrade, though. So
Yeah,
RBG
for sure.
gets.
I guess, what would the third level of hockey stick be called? I have no idea.
I have no clue. But Redbird picks up his white sword off the floor in level 2. Elendar probably going to pick up this key here.
Definitely C key, pickup key. Yeah, so maybe the mag stick versus the mag sword.
I like it.
Alright, RBG snagging that Triforce out of 2. Now we're even back between RBG and Elendar for number of Triforces.
Yeah,
And
keep in mind,
Dunlow.
Mr. Dunlow has 3 Triforce, but has some of the harder Triforce in 5, 7, and 8. So, yeah, while Elendar's leading the Triforce count as King Doll picks up the wand in level 5.
Now, I did not notice this bogey, but Imagine Sleep did. Mr. Dunlow picked up Mags.
Oh, wow. Good call. So, no more than 12 hearts. Yeah, so that's a huge upgrade, right? Because now Mr. Dunlow will issue 4 hit points for each sword stab. Versus
And of course,
1 with the
you
wood
find
sword.
Mags, and the next item you find is the white sword on the ground.
Yeah. So Redbird picks up some wooden arrows. King Doll picks up the Triforce in level 5, is done there. The wand's a great pickup too. You can pair it with your sword, just like you can pair a nice red wine with your steak, and it just makes everything better. So yeah, you can layer your wand and sword so that the hit points combine. So in this case, King Doll has the white sword, which is 2 hit points. The wand is 2 hit points, so that's an effective 4 hit points. The nice thing about the wand, though, is that its hitbox is much greater than any sword, so it's kind of a weirdly programmed combat item in the game. So if you're swinging your wand to the left or to the right, not only do you get that stab hitbox, but you also kind of get the row above you as part of the hitbox, which is kind of crazy. So you'll see enemies take damage even though it looks like they're above Link, or in this case, our hockey player here.
Speaking of our hockey player, King Doll grabs at any key, and Redbird grabs the wand. I feel like the last, I don't know, 10 or so minutes have moved pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think, and it's just going to move quicker from here. You know, now a lot of our runners, except Redbird, have the ladder. We're starting to see some any keys. Everyone's got the book. Starting to see some recorders. Everyone's got at least a sword upgrade, so our runners should really start flying here.
We are inching closer and closer to a vanilla 9, with the red ring and the silver arrow still on the table to be found.
And one thing to note, Elendar has not yet picked up the Armos item. So Elendar doesn't have the bow yet. The other 3 runners do, but Mr. Dunlow doesn't have his wooden arrows. And, you know, Elendar here had, saw a Goma. I don't think it was impacting him in any way, but just something to keep in mind as we get farther into this seed. Looking across the board, no one's grabbed a Triforce from level 4, which is understandable because the 2 runners who did get into level 4, Redbird and Mr. Dunlow, both had wood swords at the time and had to face... There was that one room with like 7 or 8 blue dark nuts that Redbird was able to get through, but then died immediately thereafter to a 4-headed Gleeok.
Yep, and actually I believe Dunlow does have the wooden arrows, so
okay.
Gomos won't be a problem.
Yeah, so it's just Elendar then. To answer a question in chat, what item was the block? It was level 7 was blocked by the raft at Raft Island. And then every other dungeon is accessible to the runners. So Mr. Dunlow back in level 3. Has the item here and just picking up the Triforce on the floor. So, just like that, Mr. Dunlow up to 6 Triforce.
Yeah, gonna start doing some cleanup with 4 and 6 left, and we already have the item out of 6, so it's just gonna be grabbing the Triforce out of 6 for him. I do wonder if we'll dig 4 a little bit to see if that's where our silver arrows lie or not, since that's one of the smaller dungeons.
So Redbird doing a good job taking out this Gleeok. As King Doll grabs the Triforce at a level 8.
I think he was thinking about fighting that Gleeok to get through the door and then said, nah, I'm just going to grab that Triforce.
Yep. Yeah, and so now Mr. Dunlow back in level 4. This is going to be interesting because, one, I'm curious what the item is here in level 4. We have 4 items left between the red candles, silver arrows, red ring, and Lord Banana. So we'll find out which of those items is here. But also, Mr. Dunlow then would just have level 6 to clear before heading to level 9. If Mr. Dunlow were to win this race, that's not good news at all for King Doll, because then Redbird and King Doll Redbird would basically be guaranteed at least a tie with King Doll, which would then it would come down to time, and King Doll would have to overcome a decent amount of time. I don't recall exactly how much, but I want to say at least 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not sure the time either. It'd be interesting to find that out, but I guess we'll wait and see. We do have a bomb upgrade purchase on RBG's side, and Imagine Sleep said it was 101 rupees for 4 bombs, so just a slight upcharge this seed.
Alright, so Redbird grabs the Triforce out of level 5, has the wand, so he's done here. Out of keys, though. If he hops to go to level 8, he'll be rewarded for that, but not sure which way he's going to head. Yeah, he's in the general vicinity. I mean, level 5's just around the corner from these other levels. So yeah, we'll see which one he decides to pick first. I 8 was a little bit easier to get to. Oh, Redbird should be able to get this bomb here.
Nice, use the arrows.
Yeah, so when you see a heart drop in the bomb group, usually, if you see heart, then bomb is the next drop. So Redbird saw a, 1 heart. Was hoping that his global would match up to be 0 in the global group, and was able to get a bomb out of it. I think any key is not very far. This might actually be the any key here for Redbird, so if it is, he's going to be ecstatic.
Dunlo did grab a Triforce out of 4 and did not opt to go back into the item. He's going to head to 6 and might be heading to bets on the silvers being in 9 at this point.
Yep, so Redbird instantly goes from 0 keys to infinity keys. To infinity and beyond. I did not plan that.
It's like, okay, where are we going with this one?
But that was the message.
I do wonder if Dahl will go back and try to get the mags with all those hearts now.
So yeah, I don't know if you saw on Mr. Dunlow's side, the old man said to infinity and beyond.
Yeah.
right after I said infinity keys. Yeah, so Redbird up to 5 Triforce. Mr. Dunlow at 7. King Dahl also at 5, going into level 7.
And unfortunately, I think Islander wanted to pick up some arrows in that one shot, but does not have enough rupees for that purchase. And unfortunately, our Hyrulean shopkeepers do not accept Visa.
Yeah, so the race 2 results between these 4 runners weren't posted because it was done asynchronously, but looking at race 1's results, Redbird finished 30 seconds behind Elendar, but then Mr. Dunlow, let's see, King Dahl ran it offline. I want to say Redbird is about at least 10 minutes ahead of
Remember,
King
I
Dahl.
told you could do all the math tonight, Bogey.
I know. Yeah, King Dahl lives overseas in Europe, so it's quite late where he is right now. So ran all 3 seeds asynchronously.
Yeah, I guess I don't think we mentioned that either, right? Is technically King Dahl is not live. We are running his stream.
Yep.
Yeah, shoutouts to our tournament admins to get it going, so it looks like we have all 4 runners running live, so way to go.
Yeah, very, very well done. Nice touch. Mr. Dunlow on his way to level 9, entering at roughly 53 minutes.
Alright, so we're going to see if the bets hedged are good or not. I think if we see a red ring first, then maybe it's the old, oh yes, it's vanilla 9. But if we see 2 items that aren't silvers, then it's either 4 or 8. I would say overall, Dunlow has a pretty decent lead on our other runners currently.
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of a large level 9. Let's see, we lose 8 rooms in the far right column, another 3, 4, another 4 rooms there. So 48 rooms, more or less.
Good math, Bogey. Good job.
If I were Mr. Dunlow here, I would probably be taking as many staircases as I could. You saw Mr. Dunlow leave a bomb pack at the beginning of the dungeon, He had 5 bombs entering level 8, so left those there because in case he runs out of bombs, just like he's leaving that pack there, he can always come back and pick him up later. So, you know, Mr. Dunlow being very smart about his play right now. Just to manage resources, you see a lot of times, you know, level 8 can be, or level 9 can be very trolly with bomb walls. You know the princess is in here. You know that you can't get into her room, which is down in the southwest.
Hey, speaking of, there's the compass.
You know that you can't bomb into her room, so a lot of times you will see runners run out of bombs in level 9, but at least 2 bomb packs on the floor here for Mr. Dunlow.
RBG grabs that Triforce out of 4. Will he dig back in to see what the item is? Yes! Okay, we might get our first glimpse of what is in 4.
Yeah, if silvers are here, this is a huge play, although, you know, it would be the first place that Mr. Dunlow would go back to.
Yeah, agreed, just because of the size. There's all the patches we've been missing this seed. They're all in 9.
I did see a Dig Dogger in level 7 on Ellendar's screen. So Dig Dogger is in the seed. I just didn't take notice. So this room does drop in
Don't mean to interrupt
4,
you, but take a listen. I hear a Ganon.
Oh. Yeah, we do have the roar.
Wouldn't that be nice if that room was the silvers right next to Ganon's roar?
Oh, that would be incredibly convenient.
That'd just be too nice. We don't want to be nice, right?
Alright, so Redbird back in the room where he died before. 11 rupees short of the second bomb upgrade. You know, has the wand. Doesn't have his ladder, actually. Hasn't gotten the Triforce out of level 6 yet. So Norestra confirming for us that King Doll must beat Redbird by 2 spots in about 13.5 minutes. So thank you for that,
Norestra.
Norestra.
The exact math.
Yeah,
King Doll
I just
grabs that try. Sorry.
I just pay people around here to do the math for us and then take credit for it. Redbird finds the red candle as Mr. Dunlow finds the silvers in level 9.
I think we can, I don't want to say call it, but we've heard Ganon's roar. We know where the girl is. This is Mr. Dunlow's to lose right now.
Absolutely.
That is a great play.
Great play. Chat also calling out Fred.
That's true.
For silvers in 9.
Maybe on the way to Ganon, we'll find another staircase with the red ring, and it can be a double Fred.
Yeah, so Mr. Dunlow has an opportunity here to sub-hour this if he can find the path to Ganon. So he has the path to Zelda. Heard the roar.
Meanwhile, RBG is 1 Triforce away from entering 9 as well. But I don't know if he's found level 6. Oh boy. Chevy Room's Ganon.
Down goes Zelda.
That's right, Zelda. The Wizrobe kills Zelda. Now go save Ganon. There we go.
And another Chevy Room to get to Ganon. Get your GGs out in chat for Mr. Dunlow, who wins this race with an official race time GG time of 59 minutes, 26 seconds.
GG's Dunlow. Great time.
Well done.
Gotta feel nice sub-houring a seed.
Absolutely. And we are joined here by our race winner, Mr. Dunlow. GG's.
Way to go, Dunlow.
Thank you. Yeah, that was cool that the silvers were in 9. I left a lot of other options on the table. So, yeah, that was cool.
It definitely was a gamble, but obviously it was the right gamble.
My logic was when I had that magic sword, it felt like I kind of weird ordered it, and I kept finding hearts, and I was like, I am guessing this was an early magic sword grab, and I can kind of just plow through level 9, and I got the recorder, kind of walked into that. It felt like it was time to just get in there and see what happened.
Yeah, you were finding hearts, and you had keys up the wazoo. I want to say you were the first one to get mags. I think you were the first one to get ladder. Yeah, you had a lot of great ordering this seed.
Yeah, I tried to do that in race 2, and it worked just terribly. I did in a 4-way race. I'm trying to be a little contrarian. Obviously, coming in 4th place. Like, I don't think I'm terrible at the game, but I'm against great runners here in this round, and all of them have been faster than me the first 2 races. So I was like, let's just go this time. We're gonna check Death Mountain early. If it costs me whatever. It was a little bummer that the arrows were so hard to find when the Armos was the bow. That was kind of hilarious. I kept getting Goma blocked because I couldn't find them.
Yeah, I think we only saw the one arrow shop that I think 3 of the 4 of you have acquired wood arrows. Elendar has actually yet to find his bow, and so it hasn't picked up wooden arrows either. But yeah, you found the bow first. Obviously, wood sword was not very difficult to end up finding. The other 3 runners went right while you went left. So speaking of contrarian, right from the
always
get-go.
the idea. Right off the jump, because I know a lot of people don't do. King Doll and I have actually talked about this, and he may even be listening now, because I don't know if I'm spilling the beans on this, but because it's 4 a.m. in Sweden, his race already happened and is pre-recorded. But he and I talked about how dipping up when you start in that southwest, if you dip up to the grave, you've got an Armos to check, you've got a couple open caves, but you're also walking right by a bomb spot and a power bracelet. And, you kind of have to orphan those and come back later. So I kind of did that knowing that it was wrong, if that makes sense, because it can only be but so wrong. It's like, if there's nothing in that Armos, you just do the wrap down to the rare shop and you still get it pretty quick. So yeah, I was trying to be a little contrarian and just trying to go fast, and it worked out this time.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you pulled up the stream at all, but the item that was orphaned in level 4 was the red candle. From our side, as you were entering 9, we weren't sure where the red candle, the ring, the silvers, and the banana were. So it could have been a vanilla 9, and obviously we don't know that second item in 9. Maybe one of our other runners will find it, but probably nice to see that silver as the first item you found in level 9.
Holy moly, I couldn't believe it. The shape of the 9, too, when you get that top right start like that, a lot of people call that like staircase USA or whatever you want to call it, staircase mania. I guess we're going worldwide in this race. And so those can be annoying level 9s, but I was like, well, I guess I'm going to find a boatload of staircases really quick. But yeah, once I had found 5 transports and no items, I was kind of getting into rut-row mode. But yeah, it worked out great. And yeah, I'm gonna kick back and watch the rest of the stream, and I'm out after this. It's a little counterintuitive to win yet go home, but I just kind of wanted to come out here and have fun. So I just want to say thanks one more time, not only to y'all putting on this broadcast tonight, but to everybody who did this tournament. This is the most fun I've ever had playing Z1R, and I'll be back in the next one.
Great, thanks for participating. You put on a hell of a show for everybody tonight, and you certainly deserved, winning absolutely, and you deserve enjoying the rest of your night from your couch or wherever you want to enjoy the rest of the seed.
Yeah, I think sub-hour win in my last race that I got eliminated. If someone drops out due to injury, I don't know if Link can sprain an ankle. I feel like I should be first alternate for the round of 32, so I don't know who we have the right to make that happen, but let's do it.
If there's a way to go out, that was the way to go out, for sure.
Well, I appreciate it, y'all. Everybody have a good night, and yeah, I'm going to kick back and watch the rest of this thing.
Awesome. GG's.
Thanks, Mr. Dunlow. GG.
All right, thank you.
So that was our race winner here tonight, Mr. Dunlow, putting in the sub-hour.
Yeah, that was really great to see.
Absolutely. And welcome Raiders from Ferran Burgundy's stream. Thanks for joining. This is game 3 between Elendar, Mr. Dunlow, King Doll, Redbird Grad. So Elendar has clinched his way into the round of 32. His opponent will be one of these 2 remaining runners, either King Doll or Redbird Grad. Redbird has 6 points in the first 2 races, King Doll 4. In order for King Doll to advance, he will need to finish second and will need Redbird to finish 4th, while also beating Redbird by 13 minutes and 35 seconds, I believe. Who's counting?
Just an exact time, no big deal.
Yeah, no big deal. And both runners in level 6 right now. Redbird just needs the Triforce out of level 6. Has the knowledge that, he still has to. Oh, he does have the ladder. So either it's the 1 item in level 8 or 2 in level 9. So I would not be surprised to see Redbird just make the play to go to level 9.
Yeah, since it's 2 versus 1, and you get the exploration in 9 to aid you in the future if the silvers so happen to be an 8. Probably the right play.
And Redbird taking a death there. I'm glad I did not call out the fact that he was sitting on half a heart, because then that would have been solely on me. But yeah, tough death there for Redbird. And King Doll actually also has 7 of the 8 Triforce, so both runners likely to head to level 9. Actually, King Doll has the floor item in level 1, has the item in level 4. I don't know if he just turned around and seen the red candle. I don't think he saw the red candle.
I think RBG is the only one that's seen it. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see where will King Doll go next.
Yeah, I think if you're sitting... If time is a factor, I think if you're King Doll, you have to make the gamble, go to 9. You know, what is the quickest way that you're going to finish the seed? It's hoping that silvers are in 9, knowing that you got to make up some time here against your opponent. I would not be surprised to see him just go 2 screens over to level 9 here.
Grab some bombs. It's a nice drop right there.
Yep.
And we're entering 9. So I believe Mr. Dunlow was 53 minutes. King Doll is about 1 hour 8. So a 15-minute difference between our first place runner and our second person to enter 9.
Yeah, I think if you think about what gave Mr. Dunlow 15 minutes of lead time against his opponents here, I think, obviously, solid gameplay, but I think just, good routing in the overworld, good ordering in terms of just how he approached the dungeons.
massive amount of hearts leading to mags.
Massive amount of hearts. Yeah, mags is a big play too, because you can start clearing rooms a lot faster than your opponents. So yeah, racking up all those hearts very early definitely contributed as well.
And I guess one thing to note too is Mr. Dunlow did finish that seed without any ring, so great kudos for that.
To answer the question in chat, any games left after this one tonight? There are at least three. I think there's a fourth one which is not on the calendar, but I'm sorry. There's at least 4 matches, maybe a fifth that's not on the calendar. So we have one match tomorrow night at 9 p.m. On the SpeedGaming Network between Caffey JD, Cantaloupe Me, EXO, and Dark Falls. That is their game 3 of 3. And then on Cinco de Mayo, we have 3 matches. 6 p.m. between Shaddy, Tom J, Malchior, and Dig Shake. That is their game 3. We have Sea Falcon, Truant Gamer, Crimson Avix, and Dr. Blue. Their game 2 was earlier tonight. I don't know what happened, so please don't spoil it. But their game 3 is 9 p.m. Thursday night. And then game 3 between Fred Coughlin, Sis Crusher, Potato Pony, and yours truly is at 10 p.m. And then I know there's a game 3 between X-Ice Blue, Panzer Dave, Chess Jerk, and Imasock.
I have a feeling that one might slightly be over as Chess Jerk is in chat right now. Probably enthralled by the number of hearts seen on King Doll's screen.
Well, I don't know if they were playing tonight. I think they're playing on Friday, but I'm not positive.
Okay.
Chess Jerk can confirm. So yeah, King Doll hearing his roar, I believe.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, Redbird found the compass in level 6, so should be joining King Doll here in level 9 very soon.
Yeah, question in chat. Elendar does not have the bow. It was under the Armos up in the grave area, and Elendar has not made it up that way, so unfortunately, no bow.
Yeah, no bow. Level 4's here, obviously. And level 6 is in Northwest Death Mountain. So 3 spots east of Second Quest level 9. Yeah, that's absolutely good news for Redbird Grad. King Doll would need Elendar to finish before RBG. RBG grabbed his Triforce out of level 6. We'll be joining King Doll here in level 9 very shortly. So yeah, Redbird making the play that 2 of the 3 remaining items are here in level 9, making the play that Silvers will be here, which we know is the right play. And see Redbird doing that same thing that Mr. Dunlow did, leaving that bomb pack there right on the floor, which is right near start as you go into level 9. So Redbird sitting on 10 bombs. Yeah, that's a very smart veteran move.
Yeah, and as far as tiebreakers, calculations were done earlier, and King Doll has to come in second, RBG has to come in fourth, and King Doll has to beat RBG by 13 and some change minutes in order for King Doll to advance.
Yeah, and there's a compass on the floor somewhere that these runners probably will come across. So it will be easy enough to find the princess. Ganon, they will hear relatively easily. Ganon's in the southwest corner. We know Silvers are here. So yeah, King Doll gonna need some really good luck here for things to go his way. Just between himself and RBG finishing 13 minutes apart, but then also for Elendar to catch up.
And I know that Doll has heard the roar, but I don't believe RBG has heard a roar yet. But RBG has found the silvers.
So yeah, time ticking for King Doll.
Okay, so that was in the second L column, third from the bottom. So King Doll is about 2 rooms away from where the silvers are right now.
Yeah, if he goes south here. I'll check this staircase. Hopefully he doesn't take it, but he is.
Oh no.
Oh no. So yeah, that room right there in the southeast that has all the rooms around it marked is where our silver arrows are tonight.
And Elendar finally did make it up to that Armos to get the bow. As chat said, probably kicking himself for getting to that Armos item that late.
Yeah, so Elendar making a beeline for level 6. Just has to get the Triforce here. Does have the ladder, so it's just looking for his Tringle.
Meanwhile, RBG has the silvers but has no Ganon and no Zelda information. King Doll has both the Ganon and the Zelda information, but no silver arrows.
And I don't know if Redbird picked up a potion. Trying to get a couple hearts here from these ropes. Gets 2 of them between the rope and the Zol. So he'll figure out pretty quickly that I believe this is Zelda's room, right here to the south. So Redbird knows where the princess is now. And then yeah, if he's able to go south a couple rooms here. I think if he goes south, he should hear the roar. Yeah, if he goes west here, that's Ganon.
Yep, because it was the double Chevy room, right?
Yep. And actually, King Doll, right on his tail. I don't know if he heard the roar. So he went back up. Go back down. I don't know if King Doll heard it.
Alright, RBG gets the kill on the pig.
And with that, Redbird will finish this race in second place. Get your GGs out in chat for Redbird Grad, who finishes with an race time GG official time of 1 hour, 17 minutes, and 48 seconds.
GG's RBG.
So Elendar will be facing Redbird Grad in the round of 32. That's going to be a great matchup. Redbird getting the win over Elendar here tonight, but Elendar posting 2 wins earlier. As we are going to have a Redbird Grad here in the commentator's booth. GG, sir.
Yo, thanks. Appreciate it.
Great job, RBG. I think your Family Feud win beforehand helped you out.
It had to have helped me out because, my god, I tried to die, 10 times in that level 6? That was brutal.
So chat, GVSU in chat wants to know what you think about Goma.
Goma is fine, and the thing was, I was reading them right, but I'm on emulator, so like the little dodges that I'm used to doing on regular, it just, you're a half second late, and so every time I got hit, it happened with the Gleox too. Like I would get hit by fireballs that I'm not used to getting hit. Like they would like slowly come across the screen and hit me, and I'm like, I swear to God, I dodged that. It just felt really weird.
They're blaming it on technology.
I am. I was getting extremely frustrated because I'm like, I'm reading the screen correctly. It's just not moving where I want it to move. But yeah, Goma's fine. I mean, we've damaged this Goma so many times. It's not even funny, but I was very, very frustrated in that 6. Especially with Dunlow's extremely fast finish. I looked over at that and I'm like, oh my god, what did I forget?
Yeah, I guess, do you have any questions about Dunlow's game? Because yeah, obviously it was a pretty big time disparity with sub-hour and you being second place with 1:17.
Yeah, I mean, I guess as far as attacking the seed, what did Dunlow not get to make it faster?
So I think he just ordered everything in a pretty optimal way. So, didn't have to double dig a lot of dungeons. I want to say Dunlow was... Actually, I don't know if Dunlow picked up the recorder in level 1, which I guess ended up not being required. But just never ended up really double dipping much of anything. I think it was one of those things in terms of just it's very solid gameplay. Northwest Death Mountain was an earlier play for him, so his strategy to this seed was to be a little bit contrarian to what he expected other runners to do. So where you guys went and grabbed the vanilla level 3 wood sword, he went up to the vanilla power bracelet spot, right? And just like things like that, where he's like, you know what, no one's gonna go this way, I'll go that way. And so I think that ended up playing a role in terms of how well he was able to do as King Doll takes down Ganon. So we will have a third place finish as Elendar also grabs his Triforce at a level 6. Get your GGs out in chat for King Doll, who finishes with a unknown official race time GG time of 1 hour 21 minutes and 12 seconds. There you go.
Yeah, I think the other thing is Mr. Dunlow was just like going ham on picking up parts and had a very fast mags grab. So.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, that makes sense too. Was mags kind of early, like 10-ish, 11-ish?
No, it
11
was probably
or 12.
12. So King Doll tried at 10, wasn't able to grab it. Dunlow grabbed it at 12, was able to grab it.
I kind of had an oh no moment when the white sword was pretty free in 2. Because I route the forest pretty quickly, and this time I kind of left that southern forest till mid-seed, which I think hurt me because that white sword would have been really nice fighting the Dark Knights.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. I think actually both you and Dunlow were the first to take on level 4, and I know you got through that blue Dark Knight room pretty well, but then we're greeted very kindly by a 4-headed Gleeok thereafter, and you almost had it down but wasn't able to take it out. And yeah, it was one of those things where I think Dunlow, by the time he got around to... So he saw that blue Dark Knight room and he's like, nope, I'm out. Came back later with mags and obviously just tore right through those blue Dark Nuts because they rolled down anyways. So 2 hits of the mags just took those guys out, and then obviously was able to make quick work of the 4-headed Gleeok. But yeah, mags definitely was a big thing for him, and finding an early ladder, just getting 6 out of the way was also very helpful. I mean, you made the play of doing level 7 early, which I think also was huge. It just turned out level 7 just had the power bracelet, in which tonight wasn't needed, but would normally be a pretty solid find given this flag set. So just one of those things where it's his early dig of a level helped him. Your early dig of a level just didn't pan out. Which is fine. I mean, my question for you was, did you knowing what you were up against in terms of you just had to not finish last and you needed King Doll to basically not, or rather King Doll just if he finished 2 spots ahead of you, right, like you guys would have tied, but you still had 13 minutes on him. Did you approach the seed any differently, or were you playing not necessarily conservative but just trying to play smart?
Yeah, and that's kind of exactly how you framed it, is what I did. So because I had the 13-minute advantage there on any tiebreaker, what I try to do is 115 the seed, and which means that I was going to 100% it. Except for how early that Triforce was in 8 and already having the recorder. That's the only one I dipped out on. But everything else I was going to get the item. Even in 4, having to go through that Dark Nut room 3 times to go get the item, I was still going to do it, so I didn't leave it. And I didn't mind doing that, especially when I had Wand and White Sword, because when I saw they were going down in 2 double hits, I knew I could do that room pretty quickly. So I made the conscious decision to stay and get 4's item, because I was just going to say, if I 115 this seed, then he pretty much has to be sub-hour, right? And that's very difficult in a lot of these flags, or in these flag sets. So, yeah, I kind of approached it of, I'm going to get 100%, try to 115 or less, which I'm 117, and that's because of some deaths in 6, but that was the strategy I had into it.
Yep, and really quickly, Elendar is going to hear the pig and did find the door to Zelda, so should be over pretty quick for Elendar.
It was a pretty kind 9. It really wasn't bad.
Yeah, not too trolly. I mean, obviously, like you were saying, Recorder allowed you to skip out on that second item in level 8. You had the knowledge because you were, like you said, kind of 100%ing this thing. You had the knowledge the item was not in 4. A lot of the other runners, King Doll, Mr. Dunlow, had 2 or 3 different places to make a pit stop before going back to level 8. So, yeah, I think that was certainly the smart play, and it panned out for you, obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
And welcome in SpeedGaming 3. Thanks for the raid, catching us right on the end of our race 3 between King Doll, Redbird Grad, Mr. Dunlow, and Elendar. Mr. Dunlow won this match with time of just under an hour. RBG came in 3rd, King Doll in... Oh, sorry, RBG 2nd, King Doll 3rd, there we go, and Elendar finishing now. To your GGs in chat. Great game, all of our runners.
Yeah, GGs for sure. And
So
Dunlow's watching or watches it back. Dunlow, freaking amazing job. Like, that's to sub-hour this seed was very, very well done. My God.
Yeah, he was in here earlier and said he was going to go into chat and watch the rest of the race.
Yeah, I would do the same thing. Put your feet up if you conquer the seed like that. That's smoking.
So we'll be joined here momentarily by Elendar. We have Elendar in the commentator's booth. GG's.
Hey, GG's. That was a rough one.
How do you feel after that seed's done, Elendar?
I mean, it's just everything. Like, my routing, I don't think my routing was terrible, but it was certainly unlucky. Getting a bunch of very long, uncompletable dungeons early. Then also I played badly and died a lot, so that's certainly a problem. As soon as I saw Dunlow finish sub-hour, I pretty much knew the silvers were in GP with how terrible the seed was. And I'm like, okay, well, I just have to get through this stuff. And then I hadn't found the arrow shop until decently late, and so I bought the blue ring, and then just every palace was
Goma.
Oh, yeah, just like a dozen gomas everywhere, and somehow I cleared basically every room in 6 there's like a couple rooms I didn't find and didn't get the Triforce or the compass, and I'm just like, this is a disaster.
Yeah, GG's Elendar. I died to that Goma in 6 probably 4 times, and I'm swearing the entire way back to Goma's room every single time.
I basically full cleared it, then basically full cleared it again. Near the end of my second full clear, I finally found the compass, but I had gone and hunted down all the Gomas I could remember, except for I think there was one in the southeast I didn't clear. But I was just like, it's probably one of these Gomas. I'm just gonna go hunt them all, and just really, really rough. Not getting the flute out of 1 the first time I was there, because I found 1 and 2 right away, and then I didn't have bombs or keys, and I'm like, well, limited in what I can do here. I'll go dip these back later. And then of course, 2 had, or I get the sword from 2, but not having the flute early, I'm sure, cost me a bunch of time.
Well, plus, who wants to go through that diagonal darknet room to get to that key door?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. If my vertical clips were a little bit better, maybe I could have done that. But yeah, I don't know. Gotta die a lot less. That's all that. I don't think I would have beaten Dunlow, even with perfect combat, but maybe I could have not gotten last. But I don't know. It's fine.
Dunlow just had really, really great routing. But if you look at yourself compared to RBG and King Doll, you're all within 8 minutes of each other.
Yeah, it's just I took too many deaths early, and that 6 just brutalized me. I like to do Death Mountain early if I have a decent way up there and I have a bunch of bombs, and that was definitely not the play to do this seed.
Yeah, I guess Dunlow got the ladder out of 6 pretty early in the seed, so kind of like they were saying, played contrarian to us, and I did the same thing. It sounded like you did 3, 1, 2, everything on the bottom. When I went to the northeast though, and I saw the bunnies in 4, and I saw the Goma room in 5 that I thought was an item room, chance for an item room, which it turned out to be. I'm like, I'm not even stepping foot in 4, 5, or 8 up there until I get the arrows. Like I made myself go find them before I went back in there.
I think it was just the one shop too. I don't know that anyone else.
Yeah, it was the rare shop. I saw every single square on the game. That was the only shop that had it.
Yeah, I actually found 4, and then found the transport staircase. Because I usually do the stair where 8 was last. I found the transport staircase and just left. I didn't find 8 until very late. And I had weird key issues where I was super low early, and then I had 8, and then I was down to 1 at one point, and it was like, what happened?
I think we had the same key issues, exact same.
Actually, I think Redbird, I noticed on, we obviously here had the benefit of knowing that any key was an 8. And I noticed as you were walking into level 8 that you were sitting on 0 keys and 10 bombs. And, you walked 1 or 2 rooms south. And I'm like, he's going to be ecstatic to find that any key in the stairwell there.
Yeah, because 5 made you use them all. I mean, to find the item, to find the wand, and then in the Triforce, you had to use 4 or 5 keys, and you were so key negative in 5 that I went in there with 4 or 5, and I used every single one.
Well, the good news is both of you advanced to the round of 32, and you're gonna face each other 3 more times, or at least in a best of 3.
I didn't know is that what the brackets look like? Is it me and Redbird?
Yeah.
Yes, you're playing each other.
On paper, I beat Redbird grad 2 of these 3 races. In reality, I think he's a strong favorite. So
I'll
play my best.
Favorite. You've been killing it, absolutely killing it. So
just imagine that this is one of the a weigh-in before a boxing match. Can we get some trash talk?
Right.
I mean,
or just a stare down. Just get both of you to just stare at each other and. Yeah.
Well, the fun thing is, I think we're both going to play a little different, because I think you play different with 4 in a Mario Kart format than you're going to attack a seed just head to head. I'm certainly going to play a little differently. I don't know if Elendar is, but
yeah, I'm probably not. I don't know. My whole goal with this tournament was to de-rust and remember how to play Z1 again, and I think I've achieved that goal. So
very well, if that's the case. Good lord.
But here's the thing: is the trash talk, air quotes you're doing right now, could be just something to throw the other player off next match. I'm going to play different. I'm going to play the same. Or am I?
I can't trash talk Elendar because the nicest person I've met.
Thanks.
There's no way I can trash talk anybody like that. So I hope you do well. How's that?
All right. I hope we have good races.
Right, exactly.
We can go to 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to see it to at least go to a 3rd match. I think, the last 3 races between your group have been really interesting to watch. I mean, obviously, it's a bummer, someone like Mr. Dunlow can't advance, where he just, I'd say out of the 3 races, his game 3 was probably the best run, out of the 12 races that you guys had. But, the 2 of you, put up a great show. I think Elendar, you had great games 1 and 2. Redbird, you were incredibly consistent across the board. Obviously, you didn't win any of the races, yet you finished 2nd in all of them, and we're on the tails of all the runners, with the exception of, I guess, Mr. Dunlow tonight, who just ran away from everybody. But yeah, it'll be an interesting matchup. I'm looking forward to it. As this tournament keeps narrowing itself down to the round of 32. I mean, you see these matchups with, foursomes in the round of 64, and you're like, oh my God, like, you could imagine any pairing. King Doll's a phenomenal runner. Mr. Dunlow put on a phenomenal show tonight. I mean, it could have been any of the four of you, and it's the two of you, and looking forward to some more matches here.
Appreciate the kind words. Thank you. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Thanks again to both of you and to Dunlow and King Doll. Obviously, King Doll is sleeping probably, but thanks for putting on a great show. It was a lot of fun to watch and a lot of fun to commentate.
Yeah, and
again, also to the two of you, thanks for picking up the recorder. Kudos.
And GG's again to Dunlow. I mean, Eladar's probably echo that, but my God, to smoke this seed like that, that's insane. But thank you guys for doing the commentary. I'm going to dip out. Eladar, we'll talk this week and see when we want to do it, but it'll be fun. Cool.
All right, take us out, Jess.
Alrighty. Well, as Bogey said earlier, there's still plenty of rando left to come. There's, I think we said one race tomorrow currently and a few more the next day, but keep your eyes peeled on the schedule. I'm sure things will pop up and get scheduled as our competitors make their time available. With that, from myself, from Bogey, from our tracker Imagine Sleep, from our amazing runners, our admins and the tourney, hope you all have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow for some more rando fun. Good night.